Hi, I'm Dean Barrett, and I want to talk to you today about Asia. I first came to Thailand, and oh God, so long ago I almost forgot. It was March of 1966 when I bought my first ladies' drink on Patpong Road. In those days, it was quite different than it is today. I know you weren't born yet. Okay, nobody was born yet. I understand that. There were no Thais in Thailand because every Thai tells me they weren't born yet. So I tell them, you're right, it was just American military, okay? I was in the Army Security Agency, so yeah, I understand that. But anyway, today I'm going to talk about adventure in China. I go to China quite often. I don't want to live there for obvious reasons, but passing through and going to historical sites and that sort of thing and having fun is well, it's a lot of fun passing through China if you speak enough Mandarin anyway. Uh, so the fun part of China is when they see a Farang or what they call a foreign devil, and they don't quite know how to make out what you're doing. But what really got me was in Hangzhou when I got into a heated debate with a robot, okay? Now you have to understand all robots are assholes, okay? And they've got very, very arrogant ever since they beat us at chess, okay? They beat the best human we have at chess. And despite the fact that the robot was programmed with just about every possible move, the human chess guy still won some rounds, which shows you how incredible brainy he must be. But anyway, overall, they beat us at that. They beat us at Go, and yeah, they can do somersaults. They can fire weapons. I don't care what they can do. They're assholes. For any useful information, they get more and more arrogant all the time. So I had my run-in with one in China. We're staying at Hangzhou, the famous Hangzhou, the famous Westlake, and all that stuff. I had stayed in a really low-class hotel in China, in Shanghai, I mean, so that I could afford to stay right on the lake at a lovely hotel in Westlake, which I did. As I was going in and out during the days and nights, I noticed I had a robot in the lobby. Came up to about, I don't know, a bit above my waist. And they would bring families and kids, and people were laughing and stuff like that. I paid no attention to it because, who cares about a robot? I was interested in, nightlife and bars and nightclubs and whatever. And of course, seeing things during the day, historical and all. So what happened was after the second or third night, I can't remember which, I could find some pubs, kind of isolated pubs, but I couldn't find the real area where you have nightlife in Hangzhou. And I came back very late one night, and nobody was around except a woman and a guy behind the front desk. I got my key, and I looked across the lobby, and there was this robot just standing there doing nothing, right? Because, you know, that's what robots do when nobody's doing anything with them. So I thought, well, maybe this asshole knows something about nightlife in Hangzhou. So I went over to him and I asked him in polite Mandarin. I said, hi, look, I'm looking for, a bar area, maybe nightlife and clubs, and maybe a few women or something in Hangzhou. Do you think you could help me out? Well, the thing takes several seconds before it starts speaking, I found out. And then when it did, it said, hello, how are you? I thought, oh shit. First of all, they programmed them in English. And secondly, it's robotic talk, yeah. So I said, I'm fine, how are you? I'm doing okay, thank you very much. But what about my question? I switched to English and I said, nightlife, the main center in Hangzhou, would you happen to know anything about that, where it is? And you get this lots of seconds, and finally the thing says, I want to be your friend. Jesus Christ. I said, look, we are friends, okay? You and me, we are buddies, okay? We go way back. I said, like seats on business class go way back? You get it? We go way back. We didn't get it. The robots have no sense of humor. Okay, fine. So then I asked him again, one final time. I say, so, Yeah, we're buddies now, so you can talk to me. So what do you think? Is there a place in Hangzhou that I'm missing? There must be, right? Where the girls are, so to speak. And again, there's this long period of nothing, and then it says, and I kid you not, he says, or she says, or it says, I love you. Well, that did it. I mean, I'm getting hit on by a trans metallic monster of some sort in a upper class Hangzhou hotel, and I just lost it. So I just started swearing at him in Cantonese, because I lived in Hong Kong for 17 years, and I thought, well, I mean, I lost most of my Cantonese, but not the swearing. And if you swear in Mandarin, it sounds too pretty. Cantonese is not a pretty language, believe me. So I went at him, and I guess I was rather loud, because I forgot. When I looked over, the woman and the guy behind the desk were staring at me. So I decided, okay, well, I'll skip this hotel in the near future. In fact, I decided I would skip Hangzhou. Who needs Hangzhou? Anyway, to conclude, there's a Chinese saying that says, dress at Hangzhou best silk for clothes, marry at Suzhou best looking women, eat at Guangzhou best food, die at Luzhou best wood for coffin. Well, I don't dress in silk, so I don't need this. I don't need Hangzhou's. Okay, so I'll go to Suzhou next time. So screw these robots. But believe me, they're arrogant. And as Thai bar girls used to tell me in the 1960s on Patpong Road, I know Liu GI. You number one. Don't forget that.